on to you, Aquarius. So you have the Three of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so you have some people, right, that are interested, but they're coming from the perspective, and the reason why I get that is the Four of Cups. You have some people that are interested in you, but they playing like they're hard to get already. So some of you, Aquarius, may be already dating, already getting to know people, right? Not even waiting at the top of the year, right? Stepping in and stepping in well. The situation for a lot of you Aquarius, though, is that the Four of Pentacles, this person is waiting on you to pay. They're still with the old adage, the old talking point of, you need to pay for everything. You need to do this. You need to do that. The responsibility is all on you. And that goes on both sides, because you have strags on both sides, regardless of whatever you into. And then now, the Page of Cups and the High Priestess, though, is about how you Aquarius need to not be delusional about this. In the sense that whenever it is that you get, this is why it is I keep saying, forget about most of the rules when it comes to dating. Like, if the rules don't make common sense, throw it out, because it's garbage. Like, whoever, like this ideology of like the way that most people date Aquarius, that's why I keep trying to tell y'all. That's why I'm telling y'all, you got to throw it out, because it's not real. Like, you got a bunch of mentally ill people sitting up on the internet who get on camera, who have no business talking into a microphone or a camera microphone or one of those professional microphones, spewing their mental illness into and their incompetence into the world like a plague. And that's really what it is. And why it is that I'm saying, and this video gonna go hard, because it's the truth. Because that the stuff that a lot of people spew over the internet, it does not work in reality. Like, if you're looking for a functional relationship, that's not what's going to get you. What that ideology is going to get you is a sponsoree type of scenario, right? So the Page of Cups and the High Priestess represents, you do not need to be delusional around this time, or at all in general. And what that means, Aquarius, is that you need to understand that people are talking a lot of trash right now. It's the brokest month of the year. January is statistically the brokest month of the year, where people statistically, right, don't really have any kind of money like that. So the fact that you Aquarius do have money and you dating, we're still in the holiday seasons. Even though it's past Christmas and we're in the new year, it's still holiday season. So you need to understand that people are still going to look at you to try to take them out and pay for everything. The High Priestess represents, if you have people trying to get you to pay for everything and all this other type of nonsense, you really need to give them a little bit of pushback and ask them, like, okay, why is it the case that they expect you to be sitting around paying for everything? Like, they're adults. Like, why is it that they have such a hard time understanding the fine art of reciprocation? In a relationship, they are expected or they are supposed to reciprocate anyway. That's why it is that I don't play any of those games, because I hear the stupidity in it, right? So the Page of Swords and the Six of Swords represents how, as you're talking to some of these people, you're going to hear the stupid stuff that comes out of their mouth. And a lot of the stuff is really like a proposition. It's really like, if you listening, real talk, serious talk, they're really coming from the perspective of, if you're looking for this type of attention here, then you should do this. You should pay me. And this is where a lot of you Aquarius, if you're looking for a serious relationship, you're gonna something real. You're gonna have to kind of draw the line at this particular time, because you're gonna have some people at the top of the year propositioning you like, hey, if you want to skip all these foodie dates and get to that, pay me a little something. I'll do something strange for a little piece of change. And the moon is about, you're gonna have to kind of ghost them if you're not really about that, though. You're gonna have to ghost them, because the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Swords are all about how that's what they do. That's what they do. The Nine of Cups, it's nothing personal. It's just that they out here propositioning people. And the Seven of Swords represents, if you're looking for someone true blue, that's not them. And tight like glue, that's not them. Telling you like it is. Like it is that I said before, I would suggest to you, Aquarius, to play the field. Relationship, I've said this before. My mom and I, my sister and I have conversations like this all the time, or a lot. You know what I'm saying? A functional relationship is 50-50. Both of you have to put in sweat equity. This ideology of an adult talking about what another adult needs to do for them and demand it and get on with this bratty attitude. Let's clarify the moon. And then act like, oh, it's your responsibility to do that. Like, oh, you need to. It's like, name one book that says that. Name one book that's taken seriously on a world level that says that. The Bible don't even say that. So again, the Six of Cups, Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords, and the Magician. So yet again, like, if when you cut them off, they're going to be trying to chase up on after you, because remember, they're trying to proposition you. They're trying to get you to go out with them so that they can essentially mooch up off of you. And the Ace of Swords is them trying to do it from a promiscuous perspective. Like, they're trying to throw their body out there, like trying to get you to come back to them. Don't fall for it. Ultimately, don't fall for it. The Knight of Swords and the Magician, there's already people out there for them that will be willing to be okay with that proposition. But you, Aquarius, are not supposed to be okay with it, because at the end of the day, these people are not really the wifey or the husband material type anyway, right? They're the type of people that want materialistic things. This is why it is that, this materialism has gotten a lot of people really caught up with over consumption or over consumption of materialism has really gotten people caught up, because it's kind of locked people out of the understanding that there are principles greater than materialism. Like, you could go into a Gucci store and come out with whatever it is that you want if you were to build a personal relationship with the manager of the store or the person way at the top of the food chain, one of the Gucci members, and they gave you a lifetime, free to get Gucci. And what the point I'm trying to make here is, it comes from a matter of perspective. Because people are so caught up with, I'm a boss, on my Rick Ross stuff, trying to act like I'm gangster, trying to act like I'm bossing people around. They don't really get it. They don't really get the main point of it, that you can have anything that you want, if you build a relationship, or if you get the finances in order. You could be rich and successful. You could have a relationship and be ethical at the same time, be clean at the same time. But what you have is, you Aquarius, you have a lot of people out here who choose to be unethical, and at the same time they're quite dysfunctional, and then they want to make it seem like their inability to be honorable and unethical, their inability to be ethical, or them being unethical and dishonorable, is somehow strength and like power or liberating, right? It's freeing them up from the chains of responsibility and decency, when they don't seem to understand that they're being put in the chains of always thinking materially, right? Thinking that, finances, of how to spot if a person is successful is based upon how much chains they have. And it's like, I have 2 chains, but I don't go, and I would have 3 if somebody didn't steal from me. You know what I mean? I would have 3 gold chains in total if the person didn't steal from me, who, no matter who it was, or whoever it was. But that's my point, though. So, but I don't go outside and wear it. So it's the same thing with you Aquarius. The value that you Aquarius bring to the table, if a person is gonna judge you harshly and not give you a chance, they could even be for the streets, they could be propositioning you. Even if they're not propositioning you, they're highly dysfunctional anyway. And these are not the people that you would want to have.